Let me ask you something, see if this sounds like you. You buy a stock, it goes up 3%. Your hand moves faster than a food delivery rider. Bam! You sell it immediately, terrified that the profit will disappear. The same stock later drops 20%. Suddenly, you become a long-term investing philosopher. Every sentence begins with value investing and ends with it will come back eventually. That is not an investment philosophy. That is an illness. In behavioral finance, this illness has a name, the disposition effect. Disposition effect means investors tend to sell winners too early and hold losers too long, usually because they hate realizing losses. The cause is simple. When you are making money, you are afraid the profit will fly away. When you are losing money, you are afraid to admit you were wrong. So your trading account turns into a large psychological counseling room, and you are both the patient and the therapist. The problem comes from one reference point, your entry price. You treat your entry price as the dividing line. Above the line, I made money, lock it in quickly. Below the line, I haven't lost money, I'm just waiting to break even. Sounds respectable, right? Meanwhile, your account is bleeding. What is the result? The winning leg gets chopped short. The losing leg gets dragged into a long tail. What does that mean? Your winning positions run away after tiny profits, so you never catch the big gains. Your losing positions stay there forever, getting worse and worse. It is like running a school where the good students are forced to drop out as soon as they pass an exam, while the student who scores 0 gets funded all the way to postdoc. How is that school supposed to survive? Now let's look at a mathematical concept, optional stopping. Optional stopping means changing the time at which you stop a process does not automatically improve the expected outcome under certain reasonable conditions. The formula on screen is EM tau equals EM0. Here is the explanation. MT is a process, such as your account value. Tau is the time when you choose to stop, such as, I'll sell when it gets back to my entry price. This formula tells you, under reasonable conditions, choosing a different stopping time does not automatically change the expected value. Plain English. You are just stupidly waiting to break even. You have no new information. You have no positive expectation signal. Your waiting itself will not magically create alpha. Alpha means excess return, beyond what the market or benchmark would normally give you. The break-even price has no magic power. It is just a psychological line you drew, because you do not want to admit you were wrong. So how should a normal person decide when to sell? 3 things. Risk limit, how much loss forces you out. Information update, is there new evidence proving your original judgment was wrong? Portfolio objective, is there a better use for this capital? Use the same rules for winning position and losing positions. Stop using double standards. When you are making money, don't act like a short-term genius. When you are losing money, don't pretend you are a value investor. This is not trading advice. Remember this sentence. Your break-even price is only a psychological reference point. It is not a life raft. Next time you want to say, I'll sell when it gets back to my entry price, ask yourself 3 questions. Where is the new information? Where is the risk limit? Has the portfolio objective changed? If you cannot answer them, you are not waiting to break even. You are waiting to save face. And in trading, face is worth exactly 0. If you want more quant concepts explained without the fake guru perfume, subscribe or follow. Backtests are pretty. Reality charges fees.